No. Right? So as I was saying, we're going to talk about the terms, some of the terminologies in trading that you need to know. And like I said, we'll also go over TradingView. Now I'm going to use TradingView to do this session because, like I said, also, I prefer TradingView to MT4. However, you can't play straight on TradingView. You can only analyze, mark up the charts, all right? And yeah. Okay, so let me know if you guys are ready. You have your notebook and your pen. You're ready. Drop ready in the chat box. Drop some readies in the chat. Let's go. Drop some readies in the chat. Let's go. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. Done. Okay, so can you see my screen, guys? You can see my screen. All right, so like I said, I'm going to explain some of the terminologies today. All right, I'm going to explain some of the terminologies for you today. Um, it's incoming news or incoming news on USD. Okay, so yeah, let's even talk about news. Let's talk about news. So for Forex Factory, this is the website where you check news. Forex Factory calendar. Great. So here, you're going to be able to see the news that we have every day of the week. Today is what, Wednesday. by 4 p.m. today, it's going to be a high impact news. See here, okay? It's going to be a high impact news by 4 p.m. today. There's one at 2:30, but it might not be as high impact, but there's another at 4 p.m. All right, and then there's a final one at 8. So today is actually a heavy news day. Okay, so now, do you guys have any questions regarding news? Let me know. Do you guys have any questions regarding news? Because I know, sometimes it can be a bit confusing. Let me know if you have any questions regarding news. Anybody?
I just have one question. So with the news, if it is the big news, then we have to kind of watch our trades closely.
Yes, so there are two things you can do with news. If you know how to trade news. Now, when I say if you know how to trade news, it's not like there's a special different way of trading news. Trading news is it's more of a skill thing that experience would, over time, experience would teach you. Because I used to try to trade news in the past and I used to get burnt a lot. But these days, news trading gives me my most money. So for me, okay. I thought the news had already started the effect. For me, I usually watch the direction the news is going first before I enter. So if it's going to sell, I would wait for it to sell and then wait for a quick pullback and then I enter. Or if it's going to sell, I wait for it to start making the sell move before I enter. So for example, right now, market is at 42.70-ish, 42.81, 67, right? And news is coming by 2:30 Nigeria. Although it's not a high impact one, but news is coming by 2:30. Okay, so I'm going to be watching to see the direction the news is going to have, the effect the news is going to have, right? On the charts, the gold USD, XAU USD. I'm going to check the effect it's going to have. It's looking like a sell effect from what I'm seeing. It's looking like a sell effect from what I am seeing. So for me, it would have been a thing of, okay, I'll wait for a quick pullback up to 43-ish before I enter for a sell. I wait for it to drop. I entered and I'm in profit. You guys see it? $21 profit, right? So, I mean, and then for me, trading news, it's in and out. Oh, I don't stay. Sorry. I don't stay. No, I don't stay. So I've just taken one sniper. I'm gonna wait again. So like I said, it's more of a experience and expertise kind of thing. That's what you would get with trading news. Okay. I'm in again. It's going in and out of profits. Going in and out of profit. Remember, news is very highly volatile. Okay. Tolu, what was your question again? So there are two things you can do. You can either stay out of the market or you can trade it. For you to trade it there, if you're not so great at it, number one, wait for instructions. If you don't have instructions, don't enter. Number two, make sure that you are in and out. You're not just entering to sit down there. No, it's in and out kind of thing. Okay, so let's see effect of this news, what it's gonna have. It's almost time. 2:30, 2:30, in 3, 2, one. Let's see that move. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Like I said, this 2:30 news is not a high impact news. It doesn't have that much, it's not going to carry that much volume. All right. It might have an effect later on, but it won't carry that much volume. Okay. But yeah, that's basically it. So look at that. 2:30 news is low impact. That's why the folder here is orange. If it was a red folder, it would have had a massive impact on the move in the market. Okay. So news is just, there are different things that determine price movement. It's just like if they say, if the NNPC um, chairman comes and announces something about petrol or oil, right? There's some things he will say that will cause scarcity, that will cause petrol scarcity. Just the same way too, the president can come or the CBN can come and announce a policy that will cause dollar to go up or drop down. So sometimes news impacts the price of the market, the movement of markets. Okay, that is one thing. And if you want to learn about news, you need to go and study fundamentals in your education. Go into the fundamentals in your education. That is really where you will learn about news a lot. Okay? So, how are we able to interpret the news? So you can't interpret news. You can't really interpret news. That's why I said for me, I mostly wait for the move to happen. So for example, now this move is giving buy, but it is not a high impact news. So I'm not really scared, right? It will most likely still sell. This is probably just a pullback. So yeah. Next thing you said, do we need to set up an account for the TradingView platform? TradingView would require you to register. They also have a subscription, like normal apps now, subscription app. But you can also use free trial. You can use the free package and just yeah, use it for something like what I use it for. All right. What else again? So now, when it comes to forex trading, there's so many terminologies that we use. I want you guys to drop some terminologies in forex that you've heard. Whatever terminology you drop in a chat box, I will explain what it means. Drop those terms you've heard in forex that maybe you don't even really understand. Let me hear it. Let's 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 hear it. I'm in profit. I'm in profit. Let's hear it. What are those terms you hear in Forex? And sometimes you're like, is this Japanese? SLTP, write it out. Where did you hear write it out from? What context was it used? Okay, SL simply means stop loss. Stop loss is what prevents your account from blowing. Okay, stop loss is what prevents your account from blowing. Okay, TP is your target, where you are going, like where you want the market to go, the direction you want it to go for you to close out in profit. Okay, Euro JPY is Euro versus the Japanese yen. It's a currency pair. Write it out. I don't know, maybe if that's what you heard. Oh, um, yeah. So sometimes we say you should close out all your entries. So yes, okay, I get you now. So yeah, sometimes we do tell people to close out, right? To close out a trade, maybe when it's not, we see that it's probably not going to go as planned. We can tell you to close out that trade. So that's that. Breakdown. I don't think there's breakdown, but there's break even. Break even is when you enter a trade. For example, enter a trade at 500, okay, or at 50. You are in a buy, so you want price to go to 60, but price is not going to 60. Instead, price is dancing around 55, 40, right? But you don't want to lose money on that trade. So sometimes we tell you to break even. When we say break even, it simply means exit that trade at the same entry you entered. So when price comes back to your entry, which is the 50, you can close it there so that it will close you out without any loss or profit, or it will close you out with minimal profit or minimal loss. So that's what break even means. That's what break even means. Any other terms? Any other terms? Candle. Yes, so this is a candle. Okay, so let me show you how a candle operates. Let me show you guys how a candle works. First thing you need to know is that the candles operate on time frames. Okay, the candles operate on time frames. These are the different time frames we have. We have the 1 second time frame, the 5 seconds time frame, 10 seconds, 15 seconds, 30 seconds. So if we shift this to the 1 second time frame, you're going to see that the candles are going to be a lot more. Every second a new candle comes out. Every second a new candle comes out. Can you see? Every second a new candle comes out. But You could also switch this to the 1 minute time frame. Now, it will mean that every 1 minute, a new candle is going to open. So this right now, this candle opened as a cell, opened at the top rather, and is dragging down. So a candle will open and close based on the time frame. So for example, if it's a 1 hour time frame, that candle is going to be going up and down for 1 hour. Going to be going up and down for 1 hour. If it's a 5 minutes time frame, it's going to be going up and down for 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Okay, there is also 15 minutes time frame. It means that the candle would, the candle will be going up and down for 15 minutes. Now, let me share with you something real quick. Okay, what makes a candle blue, a bit green, and what makes a candle red? A candle that opens and closes below the level where it opened will close as a red candle. So for example, okay, this candle opened here. If this candle went up, it will close as a blue candle, but as a green candle rather. But because the candle went down, it closed red. Now, if you watch this candle, it opened here and then it closed above. And that is why this candle is a green candle. So a candle opens and closes based on the time frame. So when the 5 minutes starts to count, because we're currently on the 5 minutes time frame, when a new 5 minute candle opens, after 5 minutes, wherever it is closing at, above or below, is what will determine what color that candle is going to be. Okay? So that's how the candles work. And then sometimes the candles have whips. It means that at some point, this candle went off. It was a green candle, but it eventually came down and still went below where it opened, which now made it a red candle. And that's why that part where you see a long thread, a single straight line on top of a candle, that is called a wick, just like a wick in a candle. That is called a wick. And a wick is a recurrence, is as a result of pullbacks. So when that candle opened, it went down, it had a pullback upwards, and then it closed, it went down again, and it closed as a sell candle. Closed as a sell candle. Do you understand candles now?
So just to summarize, what I understand is the candles would open based on the time frame interval.
Yes.
And if they go down below the line that they opened at, then it's red. If it goes above the line that it opens at, it's a green. The other question and then the week is the pullbacks. So the other question I had was, so does it mean like the red could either be a sell or buy, and then the green could either be a sell or buy? So that's my first question. And then the second question is, who sets the line? Like that red line?
Which of them?
So right now yours is sitting at, I think that's just the market. But the line in which it's used to judge where it opens at or where it closes at, like,
Okay, that's the
how
market.
is that determined?
This red line.
That's the market value?
Yes, this is the market value. This
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So the line then I'm guessing is if it goes above if it closes above the market value, it's a green, and then if it closes below the market value, it's a red?
Yes, so right now
Okay.
it's a red. Right now it's a red. Okay. So do you understand? Did I answer your questions?
Yes, that answered my question. The only question left is how do we then determine which one is the buy and then which one is the sell in this situation?
How do you mean?
Does the green mean that it's a, let's see, does the green mean that it's a buy or sell, or does the red mean that it's a buy or sell, or it's just
So
interpretation of each market value?
when you see a group of red candles, more red candles than green, it means the market is in a downtrend. All right. When you see more red candles than green, it means the market is in a downtrend. It means that the market is selling. But when you see a situation where there are more green candles than reds, then the market is in an uptrend. Trying to move my charts. So can you see here, we have more. Okay, here we have more green candles. However, when it starts getting here, we started having more red candles. So this is a sign of a sell. So it's the market is selling right here. Okay, but here it was buying. But that buy was very brief because it started to sell almost immediately and it is selling hard currently.
Makes sense. Thank you.
Yeah. So, do we understand? Elizabeth, are you there? Yippee! That candle is selling. Let's go. I just made 200 and something bucks. I took a sell. All right. So you know what? Tomorrow is what, Thursday. Tomorrow afternoon, we're going to practicalize trading. Let me see if there's going to be a news tomorrow. Tomorrow is Thursday. Okay, there's news at 2. Okay. There's news at 2:15 and 2:30. So tomorrow we will do 2 o'clock tomorrow so that we can trade the news. Okay, 2 o'clock tomorrow so we can trade the news. We would practicalize some of the things we've learned. Okay. So yeah. Do you guys have any other questions? Tonight, 9:30 tonight, no, there won't be 9:30 p.m. tonight. There's something I have to do tonight. My sisters are traveling tomorrow, so there won't be 9:30 tonight, but there will be tomorrow. Yes. All right. You're welcome. Okay, guys. See you tomorrow. News time, 2 p.m. tomorrow. Bye for now.
Bye. Thank you.